everybody. How's it going? It's Ryan Wolf.
And Mr. Perez.
From the Better Live Than Dead podcast. You can catch the Better Live Than Dead podcast on the Gear Radio Network, betterlivethandead.com, and wherever you get your podcasts.
That's right.
With that being said, hey, we talk about sports, we talk about music, we talk about entertainment.
I make things really awkward sometimes.
That sounds about right.
Uh-huh.
With that being said, though, as you always know, we are Better Live Than Dead.
You're not.
We'll catch you sometime very soon.
Shopgear.com.
The following is a presentation of the Gear Radio Network.
What's up, Rock Soldiers, and welcome back to another episode of All Bets Are Off with Robbie Vegas. I'm your host, Robbie Vegas, and today we're doing a different kind of episode. We're going to take a look at the world of professional wrestling through the eyes of a 9-year-old. The reason being is because there's a lot of things going around the internet and Twitter and all this wrestling community where grown men are out here fighting for their favorite wrestlers and telling you who's good, who's bad, and what should be happening, what shouldn't be happening. And I think that we all need a reminder of what it's supposed to be like and how it feels to just be a fan and enjoy the product and not be so cynical and want to be right about every little thing just so that your favorite wrestlers get what you think that they should get. So I think this will be a good one for everybody to listen to, especially those hardcore wrestling fans that maybe lost their way a little bit. But before we get into that, I do need you all to check out one of my sponsors, Unchained Muscle. UnchainedMuscle.co.uk for all of your gym wear needs. You can get shaker bottles, duffel bags, hats, tank tops, t-shirts, leggings, whatever you might need. And of course, if you check out their mental health charity section, they will donate a part of their proceeds to mental health charity. Again, we will have Richard, who is the owner of Unchained Muscle, on a future episode. But for now, let's dive into today's episode and see what we can talk about in the world of wrestling through the eyes of a 9-year-old. So let's get started here today. Austin, how are you?
Good. Thanks for having me to do this today.
Do you want to tell everybody how you know me?
I'm your son.
You got to say it louder.
I'm your son, right?
All right. Right.
Right, yeah.
Did you just ask me like you weren't sure?
No.
Okay. So, we're going to talk about wrestling today, right?
And other stuff.
Yeah?
Maybe.
So, first thing we're going to talk about is, how do you feel about the WWE? You watch WWE all the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what do you think about it?
I think it's awesome other than what all the people say about it. Like, some of the other people, like, say it's fake or, like, something's different about it that they regret buying tickets for it just to see it. But I think no matter what other people say, I can always believe in what I should. So.
Yeah? Can you tell me that, why you think it's awesome?
I think it's awesome because it's people fighting and they just keep coming back. They add like all this extreme rules and stuff and all these other types of matches and wrestlers. It just makes it better than what we all see in point of view, because if we were them, it would probably be way more fun like you are. You're a wrestler. So it's awesome because you get to go to WWE, you're like so happy and stuff like that. And then it's like, here I come to WWE, I get my butt kicked, right? So it's like awesome though, because it's like you're getting your butt kicked by a wrestler that's like been around for a long time, like The Undertaker or something. Like that one time you got to see him live.
Yeah.
Like that was cool.
So, who's your favorite WWE wrestler?
Sin Cara, even though he's not there that much, he used to be, and he's just my favorite because he's a luchador, he's very acrobatic, and he's like always winning like somewhere other than in the middle of the ring like everybody else.
Okay, and
he has something special.
Can you give me some more of your favorite wrestlers and tell us why?
Rey Mysterio, because he's his finisher, it's like a unique way of his hometown. It shows how he's like unique in his hometown.
Yeah, you're talking about the 619?
Yes.
Okay. So why do you think that WWE's been around for so long?
Because there's so many wrestlers since 1997, like Shawn Michaels, and there's so many that retired, so it makes it feel like it's been around longer than it seems.
Yeah. And do you think it's going to be around forever?
Yeah, because more people will just keep coming because more people might like it, and they'll just keep coming to make a bigger difference.
Yeah, but what do you feel about you as somebody who watches it all the time? Do you think that it's good enough to keep being watched over and over again?
Yeah.
Even with new people coming in and out?
Yeah, because it always has its unique touch to it, and it will always be the same to me just because it's wrestling, and wrestling is just a thing I like.
Do they do a lot of things that you've never seen before?
Sometimes. Like, one was when Shane McMahon and The Miz, and he brainbusted him from the top tower.
You're talking about WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was my wow moment there. That was my favorite match I've seen, actually, in the WWE.
Your favorite match, Shane McMahon versus The Miz at WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Very
Even
cool.
though Shane McMahon won. It was disappointing.
It was what?
Disappointing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was disappointing. So, now, what do you want to see in WWE? What's something that you're looking forward to that maybe you didn't see yet?
I want to see Sin Cara make a comeback against, like, Undertaker, or, like, Roman Reigns, or maybe Kalisto, if Kalisto came for that day, because it would be cool to see a long time ago tag team partners fight, and it would be awesome to see him against Undertaker too.
So, would you say that the WWE does a good job of making you want to keep watching?
Yeah, because I've been watching ever since you introduced me to it, and nothing stopped me from not watching it.
So there's nothing on there that would make you want to stop watching?
No.
That you see?
No.
No, so you're happy with the product?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's perfect the way it is.
Yeah?
Yep.
So you don't care who the champions are or what's happening, you just like to watch because you enjoy it?
Yeah. I just enjoy, like, the happiness of just watching and entertained, because it's like something fun to do other than sit there and go, oh, I have nothing else to do. So you get to, like, step up, do something, watch wrestling, and then, like, it entertains you so much you want to go live, you'll travel for it, you someday want to become a wrestler, like, things like that will happen.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Now, are these your opinions, or are you saying what you think I want you to say?
No, this is my opinion.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you're just a wrestling fan?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So,
I want to be a wrestler, too.
you want to be a wrestler, too?
Yeah.
Okay.
It sounds fun.
And would you want to work for WWE or somewhere else?
WWE.
How come?
Because they're the most entertaining company I've ever seen before. Because all the other wrestling companies make something, like, everything's different to me. Like, I could go with Lucha Libre, but it wouldn't be my top pick. But I would be okay with it. But, like, Raw and SmackDown, I would definitely go there. Like, that would be my favorite.
Yeah, and how do you feel about NXT?
Nah. Because, all those, like, other people that could always mess something up wrong, and then you could get seriously injured, because they're just new to just, like, they're just coming to see if they can do the best.
Okay.
Like 205 Live.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So, what's a match that you want to see coming up from some guys in WWE against each other? Who would you pick? You already gave us your Sin Cara matches. What else?
I would like to see Undertaker against, Roman Reigns, because they just teamed up. So I want to see them. I want to see Roman Reigns say he deserves to be the champion more than him, and then he would, like, push him, and then Undertaker would push him back, and then he would super kick him, and then a whole match would start. Yeah.
So what do you feel about guys like AJ Styles and Finn Balor and Ricochet?
Yeah, that would be cool, but and I would add like Rusev or like Samoa Joe, because they would all attack that one person, and that's always fun to see, like a team up for a fatal 4-way match.
Yeah.
Like they all know that he's the strongest guy, so they all attack him like in that 5-way match.
What do you feel about Ricochet right now being the United States champion?
I think it's pretty good, because he deserves it, because he's had a long journey through wrestling, and he's like Sin Cara, but like unmasked. He's like a luchador, like all over the place, not in the one spot of the ring, just going back and forth, punching, clotheslining. It's like something surprising, all the time.
Did you know that he did wear a mask in Lucha Underground?
What mask?
He was Prince Puma. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. Ricochet came from Lucha Underground.
You need to show me that.
Mm-hmm. So, what's something that you want people to know about wrestling and being a wrestling fan and being a kid?
I want them to know that no matter what other people say, you can always believe what you want to believe, because some people say it's fake, and it's actually not, because people get really hurt, but they just keep coming back and fight it. Like in boxing, it hurts more because of the gloves that you have to wear. And the head thing, because it's made out of foam and foam hurts. Like the certain type of like foam they use, or like carbon fiber, and then you get hit in the face and it like bruises you. So, and in wrestling, your fist is more safer because it's more like bones don't hurt as much as literal carbon fiber that literally would give you a bruise no matter what. Like the way you can do it, it would like make you soft, so it doesn't hurt as much, but it still hurts. Like it doesn't hurt, but it does at the same time.
Okay, interesting. And what do you have to say for any of the adults that are out here complaining about the WWE product and not wanting to watch it anymore? What do you feel about that?
I feel like they're just angry that the things that they want to happen in the network doesn't happen, so they just drop out thinking that, you know what, I don't care that, I care that they win and they didn't, so they just walk off going, I'll never watch this again because they didn't. You know what I mean?
Do you think that they still watch it, or you think they just say that they don't?
I think they still watch it.
Yeah? You think they complain but keep watching?
Yeah.
Yeah, why is that?
Because they say something like that, and then they just think, well, I still like being entertained to have something to do, so they'll just turn it back on.
So you think they know that it's still entertaining even though they're complaining?
Yeah. They just want to do something other than, like, sit around. Like, just sit there and, like, kick your couch pillows all the time. Like, that'd be so annoying. Because when people want to become wrestlers, they just find things around the house and start beating it up. Because that's what gets them thinking of moves and stuff, like me, with my toys and all my stuffed animals. So then when I sign up to be a wrestler, I'll have moves that maybe could work in the future.
Yeah? If you do become a wrestler, who's somebody that you want to face?
I would like to face you, actually.
Yeah, why?
Because you're a pretty good wrestler, and if you still have a title by then, I'll win the title.
Okay.
Because you'll be older than me.
Yeah, I will be. I'm older than you already.
Yep.
Now, if you made it to WWE, who would you face?
I would definitely face The Undertaker. Even though
Do you think he'll still be around by then?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be around that long?
He's still around right now.
Yeah?
Even though I know I'm probably going to lose, it's still a try. You know what I mean? Because it would still be cool.
Yeah, so that's your dream match is The Undertaker?
Yeah, even though I would lose.
So let's talk about something else really quick.
Wait, no, not Undertaker. Actually, Brock Lesnar, because he deserves it, because he's not at wrestling a lot, and he's never there anymore.
Yeah? How do you feel about that when Brock Lesnar's the champion, but he's not there?
It's so annoying because they say, no, he's here. And then, they don't want him to lose his title.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he is here, he gets beat. But he still wins. Because people see that, but that's not true. Like that Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar match in the cage. Mm-hmm. That Roman Reigns didn't hit the ground first. Because when he speared, Brock Lesnar's feet hit the ground first, both. And then what's his name? Roman Reigns flew to the other side of him and hit with one foot and then hit with the other. So
you think Brock Lesnar lost but won at the same time?
Yeah, because he lost, but other people saw a different point of view, so they just thought he won.
Okay. So, let's talk about something else real quick.
What?
You like music, right?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite band?
My favorite band, my favorite band is, I gotta say Kiss, I guess.
Kiss, you guess?
No, Kiss.
I wouldn't have thought that.
What?
I thought you were going to say Queen.
Well, I was, but I changed my mind because I listened to, I don't know that many songs on Queen, and I know a lot of Kiss, and I listen to Kiss more. Mm-hmm. And when I listen to Queen, I listen to a Pacific Song a lot, because that's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, what's that?
Don't Stop Me Now. It's one of my favorites. And then when I'm listening to Kiss, I'm all over the place. I'm different songs every time. I just love listening to them more.
Yeah, what makes Kiss so good?
It makes them good because like when you go to them live, like we are on their last tour, they have like, it's probably awesome to see them live and all their like activities they do and all the crazy things they drum and stuff and all the guitar playing. In real life, it's probably cool, but when you just listen to it and just close your eyes, it's like special in a way that it's hard to explain.
Gotcha. I know what you mean. Yeah. And now why do you like Queen?
I like Queen because Freddie Mercury was special when their lead... he joined the band because he was just a normal person. He had a good singing voice, though, because of those few extra teeth. Mm-hmm. And then when some other band's leader quit, he tried to see if he could join in, and then they said no, not with those teeth. But he got in from singing and proving it.
Yeah, is that right?
So he's like special to the whole band.
And where'd you learn all that?
People told me about it.
Oh, okay.
Because I really want to know a lot about him.
Didn't you dress up as him?
Yeah. For
what?
School.
Yeah.
It was a history class thing where we would get to pick any person in the whole wide world to be and dress up as, and I chose Freddie Mercury.
Who do you think's a better singer, Paul Stanley or Freddie Mercury?
Ooh, Freddie Mercury.
Yeah? Why?
Because he has a special voice that like makes him stand out than everybody else, and Paul Stanley is just like a normal man voice, just singing and going high pitch and low pitch.
Can you tell everybody who's listening who Paul Stanley is the lead singer of, just in case they don't know?
Kiss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta make sure that people know. So.
Oh, and also, people have rumors about the Beatles that I've heard about that they think that McCartney died, but he didn't.
Yeah? Yeah,
they think like when people play like songs backwards, they think he left a note before he died that they claim.
Yeah? Is that right?
They play parts of songs backwards that they hear from other people.
You must have been listening to the Rock and Roll Twilight Zone with Richard Serrett.
Nope.
No?
No, I was listening to some random guy named like I forgot the name, but he was like putting in some stuff, and then he would take his little recorder thing, say the backwards things, and see if it plays forwards the right way.
Yeah.
And if so, that's how you know that there's a secret message.
And what instrument are you trying to play?
Guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know about music, you like music.
Yep.
So this podcast is about wrestling and music and horror movies. What do you feel about horror movies?
I like them, like Jaws. It's not technically a horror movie because all it is a shark chasing people. Like, that's not scary because sharks don't chase people, and they only chase people if they did something to the shark.
So
because the shark will get payback for it.
If you were at the beach and a shark was in the water, you wouldn't be afraid?
Well, it depends. If it's trying to come after everybody, you would leave. But if it's just swimming and just minding its own business, it's okay. Because it's not like it's coming out to get you.
Okay.
Because that's not what sharks do. So, like in Jaws...
Do you like any other horror movies besides Jaws?
I like Godzilla. Mm-hmm. Even though it's not a horror movie, it's like basically just a giant monster that steps on things. Like
so you just told me that you like horror movies, and then you gave me 2 movies, and then told me that they're not actually horror movies.
Right, because people call them horror movies, but they're not technically even close.
Okay.
It's just people getting eaten or stomped on.
So do you have an actual horror movie that you watch that you like? Or do you not like horror movies?
Well, you don't let me watch that much because they're all rated R.
That's right. But have you seen any that you do like?
Well, I've seen like trailers of some.
Nope, whole movies. Do you think you'd be afraid?
No.
No? Not even a little? Have you watched any whole horror movies from start to finish?
No, because you won't let me.
No, you didn't watch Gremlins?
Well, the Gremlins is not a horror movie. It's just a green frog that has a stripe in the middle of his head, and it goes crazy.
So you only watch horror movies that aren't horror movies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you won't let me watch
What about Army of Darkness?
That's not a horror movie.
No? What is it?
It's basically somebody with, what's the thing?
A chainsaw?
Yeah. Stuck to his hand until he gets a new hand.
Oh, okay.
And then he just fights off skeletons. That's not horror.
Okay, fair enough.
It's literally just
so what you're saying is you're too young to have an opinion on horror movies.
Yeah, but
okay.
I've watched some scary movies. Well, at first Jaws was scary, but then after I got into it a little bit, it was just a shark, so it didn't really bother me.
Okay.
Because nothing bad can really happen. Because sharks aren't out to get you.
Got it.
So that's what makes it like a myth that it's not horror, because sharks don't actually just come after you for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it started. People were at the beach splashing, and then it just dun 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 dun, and they all get out. Like, sharks aren't out to get you.
Okay, fair enough.
So there's no reason to be scared of it.
None? No reason at all?
No.
Okay. Well, before we wrap up, let's take it back to wrestling real quick, because we told everybody we would talk about wrestling.
Yep.
So what do you think is coming up in the future for Finn Balor now that he lost the Intercontinental title, and are you excited to see what happens or no?
No, not really.
Why not?
Because ever since he stopped wearing the paint and stuff, like, he started just being like terrible, and he like went down to 0% expendable. Like, now he's bad. Like,
is that what kids think when Finn Balor doesn't wear the makeup? He's not as cool.
No, it's not as cool. He is not as cool, but he's acting like he's worse than he actually is. Like, he's better. He was better last year, and then this year he's like just plain old normal person that's just walking and then gets beat up to death.
Gotcha.
So it seems like he doesn't try. He just throws moves.
He just does what?
Throws moves all over the ring.
Gotcha.
And just hopes.
Okay. Is there any last thoughts you'd like to add before we wrap up this interview?
That Shawn Michaels should be wrestling more, because like at the Hall of Fame that we watched, he looked fine. He could still wrestle, it looked like. Yeah, he was like all nice in shape and stuff.
Yeah. And how do you feel about the old school wrestling that you watch on the WWE Network, the stuff that was before you were born?
I like it more because there's more people that entertain, and there's more people that are like special, and then nowadays it's just like normal people just attacking. And then back in the old days, like Hulk Hogan and stuff, they were like special because they all had some, like Kevin Nash and Scott Hall and stuff, they all had something like special in them that like made WWE want to more watch. And now the people that are still around are the only hope in WWE. And maybe a few other people that are new are fine, but other than that, no, not really.
Okay. Well, I think that's about it for this interview then. I think we covered everything that we can cover. So, you can say goodbye to all the listeners and tell them to listen to the All Bets Are Off podcast every week.
Yeah, because Dad's in it. Don't forget to check out the sponsor.
Right,
yeah.
All right. Now I'm going to tell everybody which sponsor to check out.
Unchained Muscle.
Yep, Unchained Muscle. Do you know what the other one is?
Wait, the part after it? Like the .co.uk?
No, well, that's correct, unchainedmuscle.co.uk, but do you know who my second sponsor is?
No.
What I always tell people to check out at the end?
No.
All right, well, I'm going to do that real quick.
Okay.
All right, everybody, thanks for listening to this interview. So we hope you enjoyed it and you learned a little something about remembering your youth and when you watched just to watch because you were a fan, and that's the way that it should be. And before you go, check out Insane Labs. There will be a link for it in the details of the show. And, of course, when you do check out Insane Labs, if you use RVegas30, you will get 50% off. And that is a huge discount, supplements, proteins, pre-workouts, BCAAs. And when you do check out Unchained Muscle, make sure you use RVegas20 to save 20%.
I was just going to say that.
And Austin was just going to say that. So at checkout, make sure you use those 2 discount codes, support the people that support us, help this podcast keep going, and we will see you next week with another episode of All Bets Are Off. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next time, Rock Soldiers. Say goodbye, Austin.
Bye, peeps.
The preceding presentation has been brought to you by the Gear Network.
Hello, everybody. My name is Matt Johnson, the Director of Promotions for the BICBP Radio Network, and I am happy to announce that in less than a week, this network will be presenting the very first ever Western New York PodCon Showcase on Saturday, August 3rd at 2176 Liberty Drive in Niagara Falls, New York, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now, with only a $10 admission fee, you are free to come and go as you please throughout the day. Enjoy various live podcast recordings from shows just like this, as well as their tables, as well as other vendors, as well as seminars and trivia games with prizes. Make sure you come on, stop by, hang out with us, interact with us, meet us, and support your local podcasts.